Eidgah is an open-air enclosure, usually outside the city, reserved for Eid prayers. In India, we celebrate many festivals, religious festivals like Diwali, Christmas, Holi, Pongal, like that. Everyone filled with happiness at the time of festival because we buy new dresses for the festival and prepare sweets at home and buy some sweets from sweet shop. Especially children in the family is more excited than the others. Here we can see one festival, that is Eidgah. The village was filled with excitement. Everyone in the village was got up early in the morning to go to Eid festival. Little boys in the village took their treasure to buy toys and sweets. Among them, Hamid, 4 years old, his parents died and he was living with his grandmother, and they were so poor. But Hamid was the happiest boy in that day. He got permission from his grandmother to go Eid with his friends. They were reached that place and enjoy there. Soon the roads began to get crowded. Some people were on tongs, some in motor cars, all wearing perfumes and all bursting with excitement. The Eid came into view. There were row upon row of worshippers, and newcomers lined themselves behind the ones already there. The prayer was over. Many embraced each other. They descended on the sweets and toy stores. There was a merry-go-round with wooden elephants, horses, and camels also. Hamid's friends, Mahmoud and Mushin and Noore and other boys, mounted the horses and camels. Hamid watched them from a distance. He had only 3 paisas. His friends, "Done with your rides." Then it was time for the choice. There are many rows of stalls on the sides with kinds of toys like soldiers and milkmaids, kings and ministers, water carriers, etc. Hamid's friends bought toys. Hamid had only 3 paisas. Hamid looked at them hungrily and wished he could hold them in his hands. After the toys, it was sweets time. Someone bought sesame seed candy, others gulab jamuns or alwa, like that. Only Hamid was left out there. Next to the sweet shops, a few hardware stores and jewelry shops. The boys were not interested in anything there. Hamid's granny did not have a pair of tongs. When she cooked chapatis, the iron pan burned her hands. So he thought, if I bought a pair of tongs, she would never burn her fingers. Hamid went to the shop. Hamid asked about the cost of tongs. The shopkeeper told that it is 6 paisa, but he asked for 3 paisa. The shopkeeper gave him. Hamid carried it on his shoulder. But his friends laugh at him. They ask, "Are you crazy?" But he explained them. If you place them across your shoulder and it's a gun, carry them in your hands and it's like the musical instrument carried by singing monks. My trunks are like a tiger. One of his friend Sami had bought a small champion and he asked, "Will you exchange them for my champion? It's worth 8 paisas." But Hamid would not. Hamid returned home. Granny noticed the tongs in his hand and asked, "Where did you find these tongs?" He told her, but Granny scolded him because it's almost noon, but he didn't anything to eat or drink. "Instead of these tongs, you can buy anything to eat," she said. Hamid replied in an insured tone, "Granny, you burn your fingers on the iron pan, so I bought them." Granny was deeply moved by Hamid's selflessness. She cried. Now the pair of tongs was as precious as sacks of silver to Granny.